What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to yet again another video. For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Forever Young. For those of you that have been rocking with us, welcome back to another video. Before we start this video, if you guys are unfamiliar with life path numbers, this video today is going to be about life path number 1. Yes, we are continuing on with our numerology series. So if you're unsure about life path numbers and what they are, I made a video already. You guys definitely want to go watch that video. I'll put it in the description down below. So pause this video and make sure you watch that video first so you can find out what life path number you are, because I teach you how to calculate that. So anyways, without further ado, life path number 1, okay? So first off, I want to give you guys actually people that you would know. You can call them celebrities, you can call them known people in the world. I made a short list so you can kind of get an idea of these types of people. So life path number 1, Martin Luther King Jr., Nikola Tesla, Tiger Woods, Miley Cyrus, Will Ferrell, Shakira, LeBron James, Steve Jobs, Scarlett Johansson, Walt Disney, Eminem, and last but not least, Henry Ford. Okay, the list obviously goes on, but I wanted to give you guys just a little bit of an idea of who in this world who is known is a life path number 1. So for life path number 1, also keep in mind that these numbers, especially the number 1, right, it correlates with everything that, not everything, but mostly everything that the life path number is about. Okay, so just keep in mind number 1. It's the first number in the number sequence, right? Unless you want to count 0, but that's not really a number. But anyways, just to keep this easy, you guys are the original force, right? You guys are natural born leaders, okay? All life path number 1s, you know, number 1 represents leadership. The one in charge is the leader, right? So life path number 1s are hardworking, with pioneering spirits, right? And full of energy. So with life path number 1s, you guys are going to be the innovators. You guys are going to be the ones who are the leaders, who start the projects, who are the team captains, who are the generals of the military, so to speak, just to kind of give you an idea. Okay, you have the desire, a strong desire to be first for life path number 1s, which means you guys don't really have a problem manifesting in your life. Just because you have the desire to be first, you have a hard-working desire, manifestations kind of come easier than different life path numbers. Moving along, life path number 1, as you can kind of correlate with number 1, you guys are self-motivated. A lot of the times, and I can kind of relate to this energy, you don't really need a lot of people or a lot of things to motivate you. You kind of are naturally motivated to go up, get up, and get it. So with that being said, you don't let anything stand in your way. As soon as you make a decision, life path number 1s, you guys go right for it. You guys are cutthroat. I actually think to my head now, my mom's a life path number 1, and looking back at her history, she don't wait for nobody. She goes and gets it, and she gets it done. Does not let anything stand in her way. So life path number 1s, you probably can look back at your past and notice that, man, there have been a lot of instances where, you know, when I lock into something, I go straight to it. So moving on, very independent. As 1, again, the number is going to correlate with all of the attributes. So life path number 1, you guys are very independent, and you like to make up your own mind. You like to have that freedom. And again, I can relate to this energy. I think a lot of people in general, individuals, can relate to this energy. But life path number 1s, you guys like to be free of bondage. This is where you're going to find career-wise, you're going to be independent. The best career path for you is going to be where you are independent. That's where you're going to be the most happiest. So self-employed, or any kind of job setting where you have a little bit of freedom, or a lot of bit of freedom, and a lot of control, which there are jobs out there that you can get employed where you can find that. But I think it's best to be self-employed, and I think that for everybody. So very independent. You make up your own mind. You're very critical of yourself, right? Life path number ones, you guys are very, very critical of what you do, who you are, and you know, how you're getting things done. That's why you guys are so efficient. You guys are leaders. So with that being said, you guys can be also very critical to other people around you. So you guys don't really like laziness. You guys don't like people beating around the bush. When it comes to just life in general, you guys like to get things done. You guys don't like to procrastinate, and you guys like to get to it. So that's a very strong attribute, and you guys can definitely help a lot of other people kind of get their life started and get to, I guess, what they're trying to get to. Again, that leadership skill. So ones have a very strong vibration of individuality and innovation. Okay, you guys start new projects and take a unique, innovative approach to problems. So whatever it is, you guys are the starters to the projects, right? You guys like to start new things and big things, right? You guys like to maybe, whether it be in the military, like I mentioned earlier, whether it be, you know, even in sports, right? You guys are the leaders. You guys are the ones who kind of correlate everything and begin everything, which is good. When problems come your guys' way, you guys seem to be very innovative, and you guys, again, go at problems in maybe a new way that a lot of people have not yet done or seen. Kind of, again, relating to life path number ones. You guys are new. You guys set new trends. You guys set new paths. So keep that in mind. Okay. In result, multitasking for you guys is very easy because, again, you guys start different projects. You guys are leaders. You guys are the people in the forefront. So when it comes to, hey, you do that, you do this, or when it comes to breaking down things like for yourself, I got to do this, this, and that, leading yourself. You guys are very efficient at doing multiple things at once and multitasking, which is great. That's a great task, or that's a great attribute to have to get tasks done. So like I said, this whole video, you guys are best in jobs of leadership. You guys do not like to be told what to do. And this kind of leads us into some things you want to look out for as you are a life path number one. You know, we got all the good, positive things out of the way, but some of the things that you want to be careful of, because on every positive side of a number, there is a contrasting side, or in other words, a negative side. So beware of all that drive and determination. You can get really irritated when things do not go your way. And, you know, I think a lot of us can relate to this. You have plans, you have ambitions, you have a set plan or a set path that you want to get going on. And when you have everything lined up and things kind of start changing in your plans, you can get very mad and get very irritated. So you got to be careful of that, because you don't want to get too mad and too irritated to the point where it takes you off path, especially when you're a leader, right? You want to make sure you're grounded. So take off those socks and shoes, get into that grass. But on a real note, you want to make sure you're grounded and you're ready to, you're focused, and you're not getting thrown off guard if, you know, a wrench, so to speak, jumps into the plan, or if your plan gets messed up. Okay, so keep that in mind. Not everything is going to go perfectly as planned. So when things do come into that plan that you're not expecting, just be like a life path 5. You know, be able to be shifty, be able to change, be able to move, be able to groove. Okay. You guys can be self-centered. You know, you guys like to be number one. You guys like to be in the limelight. So life path number ones, you guys have a tendencies to maybe be overzealous of being in the limelight. You guys want to be the center of attention. You guys want to be me, me, me. So if you're feeling that way, again, use that Saturn energy that you feel. Give me a second. The battery's going to run out. Okay. Give me a second. We're going to patch it in. Okay. Okay guys, sorry about that. I don't know why the battery wasn't charged. I got to get on my game. So like I was saying, you guys can be self-centered. So life path number ones, be aware of that, and make sure you're keeping yourself grounded. This also goes into being a little bit egotistical, right? Those are kind of two things in the one, self-centered and egotistical. So just make sure that you're always humbled, right? You're always, and that goes for everybody, but especially life path number ones, just with the path, the leadership path that you guys have. Don't need to be too egotistical whenever you feel yourself getting like, hey man, I might be doing a little too much. I might be, taking hold of the reins and trying to take on too much and dictate too much. Just check yourself. If you feel that Saturn energy, as we just left off on, I forgot we left off on that, then make sure you accept that. Just ground yourself for a minute, okay? And this also actually goes into being a little, like I said, too demanding. Sometimes as a leader, we may be telling people a little too much what to do, and it may just be going to our heads. So again, check that ego at the door and make sure you're doing things, again, in the right light, right? In the right light and out of love for everyone, not just yourself, okay? Since you're a number one, since you're a life path one, you like to appear to be successful, okay? And this can easily, this can easily be arrogant. You can easily come off being arrogant as well as boastful, okay? So I know everyone wants to be successful. I know a lot of us have, no matter what life path number you are, but especially for ones, right? A lot of life path number ones like to be successful. They like to get things done, and they like to be the leader of getting those things done. They like to be in charge of getting those things done. So just be sure when you do come across that success and you do get those achievements, that you don't come across being, very rude or being like being cocky, being boastful, okay? Being arrogant, right? So since you're a leader, it's difficult for you to follow, right? Since you're a leader, it's a little difficult for you to follow. So sometimes there's going to be situations in your life, and again, this has to do with our video, Saturn energy, Saturn videos out. Sometimes you're not going to be the leader in every, if you're going on a whitewater rafting trip, classified 4 tier rafts, water rafts, whatever, you're going to not want to be the leader, because if you haven't ever been whitewater rafting, you're not going to know what you're doing. So for that example and many others, you got to learn sometimes how to just be the follower and take direction, and not every aspect of your life you're going to need to be a leader, right? So that's for everyone, but especially life path number ones, right? Let's see. And sometimes it's difficult for you to follow, to seek help. It's difficult for you to seek help, and you might be reluctant to seek help. Okay, so when you feel sometimes like you're pushing everyone away and you're like, no, I got it, I can do it, you don't want to put a lot of burden on your back. There's other people around you that want to help you, and that doesn't mean that you are less of a leader if you are seeking help. So it's important to, again, address that, and this all goes back to that Saturn energy. I'm going to stop saying that, but make sure you address that, and it's okay to, extend out a hand and ask for help. There's no problem with that, okay? Although you are a starter, whether it be projects, whether it be a new business, whether it be anything, you're a natural born leader. Sometimes it's hard for you to do the detailed work, right? And as a leader, that kind of makes sense, being in charge, being the manager, being the boss. You want to sift out work to others, which is okay. That's fine. But sometimes you do need to roll up your sleeves and get into that detailed work. So always stay aware of that. Okay, and last but not least, I want to make sure y'all know who you are compatible with, right? A lot of people, especially life paths, you want to know, ooh, which life path for me is the best one that I should seek, or, the relationship I'm in right now, is this life path a good relationship for me? So for life path number ones, the best life paths for you are going to be life path 3s, 5s, and 6s. The reason for threes are, since life path ones can be a little bit strict, right? Can be a little bit more of a leader, a little bit more of a bossy mentality. Life path threes have a lucky go happy kind of a characteristic, and that's really how they thrive. So pairing those two together can make a life path one a little bit more relaxed when they are doing and dictating and bossing and being, you know, bossy. No, I'm kidding. But life path number threes and ones will go great together. Life path number fives, I'm a life path number five, so ladies, if you're a number one, let me know. Life path number fives go really good with life path number three or life path number ones, because life path number fives are very, not sporadic, but they're very, the word I'm looking for is, they're very changeable, very interchangeable. Let me just look at the notes. Life path number fives are very dynamic. That is what I'm looking for. They bring a lot of change. They bring a lot of dynamic to the relationship. So when life path one can be very one way, life path number five can come in and say, hey, what about this? What about that? So life path number ones and fives go really good together. And then last but not least, life path number one and life path number six go great together. And actually, come to find out, life path number six go great with every life path number, just because life path number six are incredibly harmonious and they get along with everyone. So life path number one's compatible with 3, 5, and 6. So make sure you keep that in mind when you're looking for your next spouse, or make sure your current spouse is the right one. So anyways, guys, that is it for life path number ones. I hope you guys got a little bit of insight and a little bit of information and enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it. Please subscribe to the channel. As we continue to grow, we want to grow our soul family and just keep expanding. Leave any comments down below if you have any questions, or you just want to share some love, or, you know, something personal about yourself. And then last but not least, hit the notification bell, guys, because these videos are going to be coming out like hotcakes. So I want you guys to be able to get these fresh off the griddle. Okay, so I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, forever out. Peace. Oh.